GamerBrute is here, and today we are playing Gear.Club Stradale. Let's get started. And this is a real quick how-to on the video game here. We have races on the right side. It's play events and also play Gear.Club Stradale. Play events is what you do by yourself or with other members in your club. The events is where you're going to be getting all your in-game currency for upgrading your vehicle and purchasing vehicles or purchasing cosmetic parts, as we will later explain. Here in play events, you can see that you have different difficulties for different races, and there's only two types: time trial and race. Some you can choose, as you can see, this one which only has a blank landscape in the back, you can choose different vehicles. The one that actually shows a vehicle, you have to use that particular vehicle. And it only makes you you're only stuck with that type of vehicle if you own that vehicle. So you have more races that you can do as you increase your garage. And we'll back out and let's go into play Gear.Club Stradale. This is an event that is about 6 days, and you do it as a club. So as you can see here, I'm going to click on it, and my teammate beat these two races, and then I can beat the two other races here, the time trial and these two time trials, and my face will be put on there, which is pretty cool. And that helps us slowly increase in the percentage, and the higher the percentage, the higher the reward. So if you get 100%, you get everything. But also, if you get 100%, when it comes down to the leaderboard with 100%, then it comes down to how fast you beat it. How fast did you get the 100%? So it's the combined total of how fast you beat your time trial and how fast you beat your races. So they combine that, not how long your effort was. So let's go to upgrading your vehicle, which is pretty cool too. Upgrade your vehicle. We have, anything that you would pretty much see in a generic racing game, except that what I'd like is that, see this little blue dot here? You can see that I'm clicking on it. So you would tap that. And when you tap that, any events that you do or any races that you do in the Gear.Club Stradale would go towards leveling up this particular area in the garage. So far I've gotten this to level 4. As you can see, if I go to the tires, I can click on that, and now I'll be leveling that up. Another cool thing is, you see those vehicles that I have in those particular areas, I can just choose here, choose a car. I'll choose this one. So it moved, but now that car's in that part of the garage. And what I like is that you can put a vehicle in each of those areas and it would stay there, and it makes the garage look really busy. Well, to me, it's a nice detail that they put in. I appreciate it. And here we have See My Club. And here's where I wish there was a little bit more. You can only see progression in terms of what everyone has contributed to leveling up. And we have the club, which shows you the members, and you can only have 6, and that is it. And you can share. You can see my code here. And if you guys want to join, by all means, there it is. You're happy to join because we have nobody. You can see we're down 4 players. And let's go. And that's it in there. And another thing I like about the game is that you can share your vehicle with other members in the club. here you can see that I've shared these 3 vehicles, and if I click on this vehicle, hit the share button, I can just click right here, and now it's that vehicle. That simple. And it's not like I can just click on her car and I'm using it from there on forward. It's just that when I go to my events and play events on the races, then the option would be given to me when it's one of those races that I'm not stuck to a particular vehicle. And here you can see purchase cars. These purchases, they refresh. As you can see here, it's 3 hours, but it refreshes every 6, and they're pretty expensive. So you can see why you're going to spend a lot of time and play events, because that's where you get the most money. And $540,000, and that takes a while, because most races you get between 4,700 to 7,000, depending. And you might get a little bit more if you just had a really good run. You might get more. So that's what it is. And then we go to purchase cosmetic parts. And here you'll see that you can get more options as your club increases. So the blue number is the level of your club. And if it's a green number, it's towards the level of your individual level. And here I like that they only put vehicles that you already own, and it gives you the option to purchase parts for that particular vehicle. So you can see here, there you go. And let's back out. So that's pretty much the game as it is right now. I wish there was more in terms of some type of PvP and more different type of races. So far it's only time trial and those races, and that is it. And the progression can be a little slow for purchasing these vehicles, especially for how little there is that you can do, because that's it. That's the game. And once you do all that, that is it. And it's just grinding, play events, and getting your fastest time on the Gear.Club Stradale. That is it. And you can see that a car costs 540,000 in-game currency coins. And each race, at the most, you'll get 7,000. So you can see where the grind comes in. Other than that, the game's pretty straightforward. And we'll do one mock race real quick. I'm not going to complete it. We're just going to do the race with the BMW. Who knows? We might finish it. We'll see. So I don't think I even have volume put on. So you can see I'll hit it automatically. So let's go. There we go. We'll put the audio up. Here you can see the controls. I'm using the arrows. I prefer to use the control, but when I'm on the go, I'm using just the cell phone. And I'm not a fan. I don't know if anyone here has played Asphalt 8, but I do like the arrow control on that versus the arrow control on here. And you don't see the arrows, and the brake is in the middle, and sometimes you can accidentally hit the arrow. I'm steering left and I'll start to steer right, meaning to hit the brakes. So I don't know if that's happened to any of you watching the video right now, but it has happened to me fair enough for it to be annoying. And let's go. And you can see it accelerates on its own when you have it with the arrows. You can see me touching the left. Oh, see, looks off. I'm gonna hit the brakes. also hit rewind, which I found it to be really helpful in the most surprising way. It's like I'll be playing and then someone would interrupt me, and I could just pause the game or hit the rewind button and hold myself right there, and I can just finish the conversation, no problem, and then kind of rewind and give myself a second chance where I was interrupted or something came up, and you can go right back and play the game. Like, no matter what life might throw at you, you have the opportunity to rewind. But you can see it can be easily abused. I'm not free of that. I've definitely overused that rewind button many times to win the race. But it has also come through in a pinch and helped a number of times of when something comes up when I'm out on the go, and I can just rewind and go right back to it. And see, there you go, there's the progression towards the area and the tires. So that's what it is. That's the game. I do prefer to play with the controller. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I'm going to mention it again. So if anybody is interested in the game, by all means, I put my code up. Join. We need the teammates. And for those of you that are just watching the video, thank you for that also. And with that, thank you guys all for watching. Please like and subscribe. GamerBrute is out.